Hello and welcome back after that short break for our senior day introductions. Now we look to get the starting rosters going. We're going to have to take another little break here as we listen to the national anthem of these United States. As we now getting ready for the game, you have a chance to look at the starters here for each team. For Lourdes, starting guard number 0, Shea Pedroza. Number 11, also a guard, Sarah Semler. On the guard forward, Gabby Stover, number 25. Number 30, Mary Little. And finally at center, number 44, Erica Carey. And now for the starters for Indiana Tech, number 2, guard, from Taya Andrews. Number 3, Emma Timonen. Number 11, Erica Foy. Number 22, Alexis Hill. And finally, number 25, Kelsey Ivers. Now, just waiting for the refs. Get that tip off, Indiana Tech. Getting their starters out on the floor. We're going to get things going here.
Oh. Thank you, sir. Alexis Hill with the tip-off ball now with Taya Andrews, top of the key. High post in the Hill, handoff to Foy. Ivers on the ball now, left wing. Taya Andrews with the jumper. That's no good for her. Rebound there by Lourdes defense, number 30, Mary Liedl. Good defensive play there by Tooman to cause a turnover on the Lourdes side.
And coming into today's game, Indiana Tech on a 16-game winning streak, 19-1 here at the start of the season. So looking to keep things moving forward today.
Top of the key with Andrews off a high screen from Foy. She drives, dishes it back out to Ivers. Over to Tooman, who looks to drive. She goes up. That attempt is no good. Rebound again by number 30, Liedl.
And Erica Foy kind of miscommunicated there, almost met the play up, but
Liedl with a long 3 attempt. That's no good for her. Rebound's going to fall to Foy of Indiana Tech.
she almost dropped that one out of bounds again there. Looking a little shaky here to start, but
Taya Andrews instead. Assist there by number 22, Alexis Hill.
And Taya Andrews getting the first score of the game, getting Indiana Tech on the board and settling things down here.
Top of the key is Lourdes. Liedl on the ball now. She looks to drive. Throws up the shot. That's no good. No communication on the Indiana Tech's defense. Lourdes has an offensive board on that play. Some more miscommunication, but on the officiating side. Lourdes has possession. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Sideline out of bounds.
Going to see a quick shot here. And just, yeah, that's way too long there. I don't know what was really going through their heads there as they're passing that one around. As I was looking for a quick shot right off the inbound, but
seems to me that Lourdes' main player here is going to be number 30, Liedl. Ball's in her hand, end of the play. Can't finish on it.
And it looks like Lourdes is giving Indiana Tech a lot of space on the three-point arc. See if that's going to work out for them.
Screen and roll there from Andrews and Foy. Foy goes up, that attempt's no good. Alexis Hill with the offensive rebound. Foy looks to pull up, shot fake, drives to the basket, cannot finish on that one.
I think there definitely could have been a foul call there as well, as she
sure.
came in with some speed and caught some body, but refs aren't going to call it.
Quick three-pointer attempt by number 44, Erica Carey. That does not fall for her. Rebounded by 2 men of Tech. In step again, she looks to give it to Andrews for a quick jumper. That one does not fall for her. Top of the key now is Pedroza. Now with Liedl. Carey on the ball now, right flank. Hand off to Liedl. Carey, top of the key again, looking for a pass. Great defense here by Indiana Tech.
Yeah, they forced them on that shot clock.
Liedl tries with a bounce pass into the low post. Quick recovery there from Taya Andrews to pick up the steal.
Thievery down there.
Great spin move by Foy in the low block.
Nice use of the glass there too, as it looked like a hard shot, but obviously had some soft touch as that one falls through.
Top of the key for Lourdes is Carey. Left link to Stover. Semler on the ball now.
And Indiana Tech just locking them up all around tonight, just giving them nothing.
No free baskets for them. Quick transition play from Tuominen into the low post to Hill. Tuominen picks up the assist. Hill finishes the basket.
Yeah, and a nice fast break play there. It's going to cause Lourdes to call a timeout as Indiana Tech starting to run away with it quickly here in the first quarter. Up 7-0 through the first 3.5 minutes. Lourdes really needs to put a basket up on the scoreboard to stop Indiana Tech's momentum here. But Indiana Tech playing some good team basketball here as 2 assists off the first 3 baskets. Yeah, and Taya Andrews had that quick 3 out of the start. Erica Foy with her nice little spin move, and Alexis Hill got that offensive rebound and then managed to score on the fast break on the next play. So Indiana Tech starters doing their job out here, starting the game. And like I said, Lourdes really needs to put something up on the board if they want to not let this game slip through their fingers.
Checking into the game for the Warriors is going to be number 32, Eileen Salisbury, a sophomore out of Brunswick, Ohio. Or excuse me, a junior. 8 on the shot clock for Lourdes. Lidl pulls up for a quick jumper that does not fall for her. They're able to recover with an offensive rebound. Now into the low post. Foy with some quick hands, able to tip that over to Alexis Hill.
And like I said, Indiana Tech's defense really strong here out of the gates, forcing shot clock violation and making Lourdes have to take a lot of bad shots, for lack of a better term.
Top of the key with Hill, left link to Foy. Off the screen from Hill, she looks to drive. Tough shot there. Hill is able to rebound, tips it out to Tumanen. Tumanen looks to drive. That attempt is no good for her. Lidl's gonna pick up the rebound of Lourdes. Great defensive recovery there from Foy, able to get her hands up to intercept that pass from Lidl into the low post.
Yeah, and she's been doing that all night, so see what all night, we're only 5 minutes in, but still half an hour, see what she can do with the rest of this game. Keep up that defensive prowess.
Checking into the game for the Warriors can be number 20, Bethany Worm, a redshirt freshman out of Westerville, Ohio.
And Lourdes making a quick three there, finally putting themselves on the board.
Welcome to the game. Foy looks to drive. Nice spin move, tries to hit it off the glass, is fouled on the play from number 30 of Lourdes, or excuse me, 20. Leah Goodman, her first personal, team's first. Back into the game for the Warriors, be number 22, Alexis Hill.
Yeah, and Hill's been doing a great job at the start of this game, fighting for those rebounds. Knows how to box out, get herself in front, and get that ball up for her teammates.
It's that senior day momentum carrying them through this first quarter. Foy goes 2 for 2 from the line for her team. Top of the key now for Lourdes is Lidl. Dishes it out to the left flank. The dribble drive there by number 3, Kaylani Broyles, who is fouled on the play. Alexis Hill is going to pick up her first personal, team's first of the game. Biggs a little confused on that call.
Yeah, really a smart play by Broyles there to kind of sacrifice her body, as I don't think she was even really trying to get the layup there, just trying to draw the foul and get herself to the line. So
it's a desperate shot attempt, but paid off for her. She'll go 2 for 2 from the line.
And that'll be just as effective as a layup. So
top of the key with Foy. Low post with Worm. She spins, right hook. That's no good for her. Rebound there is going to be by number 20, Addie Conroy. Or excuse me, Leah Goodwin. Top of the key now is Lourdes. They're looking at a 5-out offense here. Back cut there by Lidl. Spin move to go up. That's no good for her. They're able to tip it out for a second chance point there. Shea Pedroza drops it down for 3. Great offensive play there from Lourdes.
And Indiana Tech doing a good job clogging up the paint and not allowing easy layups, but really got to kick out to those shooters and stop those easy shots.
Foy with the short corner jumper does not fall for her. Lidl with the rebound. She looks to shoot for 3, right in step. That's good for her.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot.
Lourdes now takes the lead 11-9 with 3:15 remaining in the first quarter.
Done a good job rebounding here after being down 7-0 to start the game.
We'll say we've only scored 2 points since the timeout.
Yep. Whatever the coach said in that timeout obviously worked out, so.
We have a foul on number 20, Leah Goodwin, for a push in the back in the low post on Foy. Checking back into the game for the Warriors can be number 2, Taya Andrews, and 25, Kelsey Ivers. And for Lourdes will be number 33, Lauren Gray.
For the Warriors, number 2, Andrews, and number 25, Ivers.
number 14, Maddie Norton, for Lourdes.
Good play attempt by Tuminen to get it down into the paint there, but it's not going to work out.
Top of the key is Lourdes. Right corner. Boyles looks to drive, goes on the spin move, off the glass, no good for her. Salisbury picks up the rebound for Tech.
Yeah, looked a little bit too confident there. She's going for something that is not going to go over our bigs here.
Looked like a spin and chuck.
Yep.
Salisbury for three instead. Great basket for her. Hill picks up the assist on the play.
Both teams shooting really well from the arc here to start this game. Looks like they can't miss right now, but see if that continues throughout this one.
Left flank with Broyles. She will be charged for a traveling violation.
And that's her coach telling her to move the ball because that's 2 turnovers in a row off of moves that obviously she does not have down pat. So this is a team game, and she's got to remember that, especially in such a close one.
Back in for the Grey Wolves can be number 25 at Gabby Stover. Top of the key with Hill. Ivers on the left flank. Tuminen looks to drive baseline. Quick hands by Lourdes tips that out. Warriors will have the possession underneath the basket. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Taya Andrews on the ball. Bounces into Tuminen backside. Back up top to Hill now with Ivers. Salisbury on the ball, right flank. Off the screen from Hill. Salisbury forces the pick and roll to get it into Hill. She shoots, and that's off the glass pretty hard. Rebound there is going to be by number 33, Lauren Gray.
Ooh.
Quick hands there by Tuminen. She picks up the steal. She goes up for the lay-in, and that's good for her.
Yeah, that's a beautiful play, turning that into quick defense into some quick offense as she just throws some thievery in the open court and then lays in that easy basket. Doesn't feel the pressure of the defender trailing behind her. So
Definitely made picking that pocket look easy.
Ivers with a really nice block there. Rising up and just stuffing it back at the Lourdes offender.
Returning into the game for Indiana Tech is going to be number 11, Erica Foy, to give 22, Alexis Hill, a quick breather. Emma Tuminen again with some quick hands on the inbound.
Yeah, not sure if Tuminen's moving really fast or if Lourdes is just passing the ball really slow because, as we said, Indiana Tech doing a lot of good defense here through the first quarter.
Telling you, senior day always looks different. Taya Andrews now with some quick hands.
Go.
She's able to hit it off a Lourdes defender to regain possession of the ball.
And Coach Big's got to be happy with her team's defensive prowess here. Not a lot of offense, but not letting those easy ones go in.
Ivers at the high post. Now out to Tuminen on the right wing. She looks to drive.
And they're going to call a charge there on Tuminen as she came at the defender with some steam and knocked her to the ground. So that's going to be a turnover for Indiana Tech.
If I'm being honest, I don't think the defender even saw her coming. She's just in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you got to get those ones.
On the ball now for Lourdes is Shea Pedroza. Top of the key. Now with Gray. Broyles looks to shoot a long three. That's no good for her. Lainey Steckler, who just checked in, picks up the rebound on the play.
And Broyles actually not even struggling too hard. That's only her first miss. So
Andrews top of the key looking to draw out this possession. About half a second between the shot clock and the game clock.
a chance for an open
Wide
shot here.
open Salisbury. She knocks it down for three. Taya Andrews picks up the assist on the play. Great ball movement from the two guards.
Yeah, really fantastic team basketball there to end the quarter as Indiana Tech just fires the ball all around the three-point arc and somehow finds the open shot for Salisbury, and she's going to make it. Not feeling that pressure. So Indiana Tech going to come out of the first quarter with a 6-point lead, up 17-11. Got some of the leaders from that first half for Lourdes. Colonelli Broyles with 5 points. Indiana Tech with no clear leader, but a lot of team balls. Erica Foy has 3, Taya Andrews has 4, Salisbury has 3, Tuminen has 2. So really doing everything they can, just throwing the ball all over the court. For Lourdes, number 30, Mary Liedl, leading the team in rebounds with 5 through the first quarter. Really good start, but looking really solid out here. Both teams playing well, and as we said, both teams shot really well from the three-point line there, as Lourdes went 3 for 6, and Indiana Tech went 3 for 4, so both teams showing their talent here right now. And Indiana Tech, with missing their star player, one of their star players tonight, Kara Whitaker, as 2 games ago she went down on a hard fall and had a high right ankle sprain. So see if her disappearance will be felt tonight.
Have an offensive foul there picked up by number 25, Gabby Stover. She pushes off of Salisbury. Her first personal, team's first for the quarter. Ivers in the corner. Back up to Hill. Foy, top of the key. Andrews, right flank. Top of the key again with Ivers. Left flank to Hill. She looks to dribble drive, dishes it out to Andrews into the low post with Foy. She's not able to pick up that one, grabs her own rebound.
Great hustle there. Keep this play alive.
Shot fake there from Andrews. She looks to drive, looks to tip it out as well, is not able to. Shea Pedroza picks up the rebound. 53. Pedroza with the ball, top of the key. Now with Carey, Liedl on the ball now. Carey kept it. Air balls the long 3 attempt.
Yeah, that's a ugly one, as that's going to be a quick turnover.
You think she really wanted to shoot that one?
Yeah, definitely not.
Into the corner with Foy. Back up top to Ivers, swings it to Hill. Right flank with Ivers. She pulls up for 3. That's going to fall in for Ivers. Instead, Foy picks up the assist on the play.
She hesitated at the beginning and gave a little shoulder shimmy, and that one's going to bounce high off the rim and go in. A nice little shot for Ivers there.
Even off the hesitation, it looked a lot more confident than Carey's 3 previously.
That's for sure.
Pedroza with the floater. Ivers tries to pick up the long rebound and is fouled on the play. Pedroza is going to pick up her first personal, her team's second. Great hustle play by Ivers to grab that loose ball. Top of the key now is Andrews of Tech. Off the high screen from Foy. Ivers looks to shoot again, passes it to Hill.
Almost.
Off the roll to Alexis Hill, top of the key with Foy. She looks to drive. Skip pass to Andrews. She drives baseline, throws a floater up, no good for her. Liedl picks up the rebound. She definitely wasn't on balance for that one.
Yeah, a tough one to make.
Backdoor cut there from Stover. Liedl picks up the assist on the play. Salisbury's head was turning on that one.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Lourdes, as they had the Indiana Tech defenders guessing where to go.
Hill with a long jumper. That's no good for her. Kelsey Ivers going to pick up a foul here on the play, over the back on the rebound. Her first personal, team's first.
Yeah, got to be careful when coming in for those offensive rebounds. Get a little too aggressive, the refs are going to be hard on those, because that's really how some gruesome injuries can happen in basketball. Bodies flying in and defenders not looking.
Back into the game for the Warriors can be number 3, Emma Tuminen. Lidl top of the key for Lourdes. She looks to drive, dishes it out to Carey for a long jumper. That's no good for her. Tumanen picks up the rebound.
And you got to wonder when she's going to stop taking those quick jumpers if they're not going in for her. But
Salisbury looks to drive baseline and is stopped. Fortunately for Indiana Tech, they're able to regain possession.
and it almost looked like Lourdes head coach was standing in the view, trying to keep that play alive for her team, for his team rather. But the referee going to be too good with the eagle eye, and he's going to see that foot step out of bounds. So Indiana Tech is going to keep possession.
Checking back in for the Warriors going to be number 22, Alexis Hill.
Oh, nice little move there. Oh, well, lucky they got the rebound there, but Erica Foy had a nice little spin move to get an open shot, but now Indiana Tech working more on their passing, getting it all around.
Hill is going to be charged for a traveling violation as she just tries to step through the double team in the low post.
And good defense by Lourdes to cause some confusion for Indiana Tech down there. A great play. Now Lourdes going to dribble it up the floor.
Lita looks to drive on Tumanen, step back jumper that will fall for her.
And that one, definitely some confidence behind that shot. It's not easy to make those step back jumpers, and she really did make it look easy. So nice little play there for Lourdes. Now Hill driving. Oh, and a beautiful dish under the basket as she cuts back door and finds Erica Foy driving to the rim. Those two forwards really know how to work together to get those ones.
Lita looks to drive, dishes it out to Carey with a spin move in the high post, up and under. She'll pick up a foul on the play. Erica Foy will be awarded that foul. Her first personal, team second. Back in for the Grey Wolves is going to be number 3, Kaylani Broyles, giving Lidl a quick break. And checking in, we're going to have Lauren Gray in for Carey, our shooter, at the foul line. She misses her first throw. Second attempt is good, and she'll take the substitution off of the foul line. Taya Andrews to bring the ball forward for the Warriors. Dishes it out to Tumanen, left flank. Back up top is going to be Andrews. Back to Tumanen. Off the double screen from Salisbury and Hill. Andrews looks for the screen and roll. It's not there. Dishes it into the low post to Hill. Back out to Andrews. Tumanen top of the key. Foy with a spin move off the glass. That one does not fall for her.
Yeah, and usually that's her shot, but it's not going in too much for her tonight. So
Miscommunication on Indiana Tech leaves a wide open shot there.
lucky for them, that's a brick, but.
And I have a foul on the fast break by number 25, Gabby Stover, her second personal, team's third.
And something I just noticed, that not sure if that's play by Biggs, but it seems like the starters for Indiana Tech have been out here all night, as hasn't been many substitutions with the bench, but.
I was going to say they're coming off of a loss from last night to Rochester.
Right.
A game they should have won.
Yeah, and a close one too. Only dropped it by 4, so.
Erica Foy off the contact, goes up too hard off the glass. That doesn't fall for her. Back in for the Grey Wolves will be number 30, Lidl, who just takes a quick jumper. Salisbury able to garner the rebound.
And I can't imagine coaches are ever very happy with plays like that.
In step for 3 is Salisbury. That one just bounces off pretty hard. Broyles looks to drive for Lourdes. That's no good for her. Salisbury again with the rebound.
Yeah, couldn't quite compose herself there to make that one. Nice little move to get to the rim, but can't find the touch.
Top of the key with Salisbury. She swings it left to Andrews off the high screen from Foy for a jumper. That does not fall for her. Broyles with the rebound.
And as I said, these starters have been on all game. They're starting to look a little bit gassed here.
Gray with a dead ball in the play. Lido comes for the handoff. Back to Gray. She looks to drive, spin move on Foy. Great defense there.
And Foy just keeping up that defense, not letting those easy baskets come at the rim.
Salisbury into a wide open Hill in the low block. Great transition play there for the Warriors. They needed that basket.
Yeah, and right after I get done saying Indiana Tech guarding so well in the paint, Erica Hill, geez. Yeah. Hill gets an easy basket under in the open lane to make that one. And now Indiana Tech's going to go into this break, or this timeout rather, up by 8 points, leading 24-16. So looking pretty confident out here. Shooting great from the field. 4 for 6 from three-point land, 66.7. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Also 9 for 29 from the field. Lourdes not as pretty, looking at 5 for 21 from the field. Shooting still not too bad, 3 for 8 from three-point land. So both teams doing it all out here.
Gray Wolves ball coming out of the timeout. Broyles looks to drive. Beth Worms with some quick hands. Not really sure that one was a foul, but she's going to get they're going to call the foul there on Alexis Hill, who was completely away from the play.
Thought it was a reach of some sort, but yeah, no, I guess the block's going to be called. Don't really know what was going through the ref's mind on that one, but
I don't think he knew either. He just had to call something on the play. Hill will pick up her second personal, team's third. We have Taya Andrews and Erica Foy looking to check into the game on the next dead ball. Beth Worm on the ball, top of the key with Tumanen. Right flank with Hill. Tumanen on the pop with the ball. She looks to drive. Puts that one up and is fouled on the play. 2 Gray Wolves down on the play.
yeah, and like as Tumanen came in there fighting through the trees, as it looked like she was triple teamed down there in the paint, and as I said, two defenders hit the floor looking for the charge, but Tumanen's gonna get the free throws on this one.
Kaylani Broyle is going to pick up her first personal on the last play. Like Tyler said before, Tumanen at the line to shoot for 2. She goes 1 for 2 from the line. On the ball for Lourdes is going to be Pedroza, top of the key. Now with Gray. Broyles looks to drive. Great block there by Eileen Salisbury. Beth Worm able to pick up the ball after the play. Andrews on the ball now. Out to Tumanen. Top of the key with Ivor. She looks to drive. Dishes that off to Beth Worm in the low post. Wide open Taya Andrews doesn't take the shot.
Yeah, not sure what she was thinking there.
She's thinking, I'll give it to Worm on the right hook and she'll put it in for me.
There you go. Team ball, team ball. That's the name of the game for Indiana Tech today.
Burrows looks to shoot. Great closeout there by Salisbury to prevent that from happening.
And that's an ugly miss off the side of the backboard. Having nightmares about that one tonight.
Definitely has no awareness of where she's at on the court. Great ball movement here by Indiana Tech.
Yeah,
Andrews in the right corner.
All around the three-point
Got to
arc.
look to dribble, penetrate at some point here. Salisbury on the drive.
Oh.
Off the glass pretty hard. Beth Worm picks up the rebound, then Tumanen goes up.
Tumanen looking for the foul. No call from the refs, and Lourdes gonna get a chance here.
Very hectic Indiana Tech in transition play.
Get a little lucky and Lourdes misses that one, so gonna keep this game going.
Ball screen for Taya Andrews. She looks to drive. Her floater is good. Great screen there from Emma Tuminen to create that separation for the shot.
And a great high arcing floater there. Goes over, right over top of the Lourdes defender and makes that one look easy. Now up by 12 here, coming to the end of the second quarter. Rather.
Top of the key for the Grey Wolves is going to be Lidl. Short corner to Broyles. That's a quick shot for her. Salisbury picks up the rebound. Taya Andrews on the ball now for the Warriors. Ivers now. Swung all the way to Tuminen. Skip past a wide open Andrews. She pulls up for three, and that's good. Tuminen's going to pick up the assist on the play. Great court awareness from her to see the entire Lourdes defense completely shifted to one side of the court.
Yeah, some Nikola Jokic court vision there. She finds a open three, and Lourdes getting sloppy, giving another turnover, and Worm with a nice little steal. Now Indiana Tech, 18 seconds here to make something happen.
We're going to draw this last possession to get the last shot of the half. Andrews off the ball screen from Worm. Tuminen now with the ball. She drives out to Kelsey Ivers for three. Ivers knocks it down, doing what she needs to do for the team.
And that's Indiana Tech's second buzzer beater of the game. And as I said, teamwork, the name of the game right now is Indiana Tech just swinging that ball all around the three-point arc and hitting their shots when they need it. They're going to finish this half 6 for 8 from the three-point line, shooting 75%. That's really impressive clip, even for a professional game. So these girls making it look easy out here.
Tell you what, out of the 35 points for Indiana Tech, the scoring is pretty much spread across the board roster-wise. Andrews leads with 8, Foy with 6, Ivers with 6, Hill with 4, Salisbury also with 6, and Beth Worm with 2. Everybody that's checked in has contributed to the scoring. Lainey Steckler, no points for her, but she has grabbed some offensive boards for her team. On the Grey Wolves side, we have leading scorer number 30, Mary Lidl with 5, Broyles with 6, Lidl with 5, Pedroza with 3, Stover with 2, and Carey with 1 for their 17 total points. They'll trail by 18 going into the half.
And little look at some of the trends there. Indiana Tech finished that quarter out on an 11-0 run for the final 3 minutes and 28 seconds. And in the last 13 minutes and 25 seconds, Indiana Tech outscoring Lourdes 26-6. So we can see why Indiana Tech leading by 18 here, almost 20 going into the second half. Great game for these girls. Obviously very frustrated with last night's loss and want to make a statement out here tonight. So we will see what happens here in the second half to see if Lourdes is going to come out and respond, or if Indiana Tech's just going to keep building that lead and keep running away with this game. But we will see what happens here after this short 13-minute break. So we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. As we return now here from the break, both teams getting their last second shots up and getting back warmed up for this second half of basketball. As we know, through the first half, Indiana Tech just running away with it, playing great defensive ball, and just hitting more shots than Lourdes. Really that simple. Also just taking way more shots than Lourdes. Indiana Tech shot 13 for 35 from the field in that quarter, total of 37.1%. Lourdes shooting an abysmal 5 for 25 from the field, shooting 20%. And that is the causation of this 18-point lead here for Indiana Tech going into the second half of basketball. As we know, Indiana Tech also just shooting lights out from the three-point line as they shot 6 for 8 in that first half, 75%. And as I mentioned, that stat line is impressive even for a professional game. So really, that's what I love about university sports is that you get to see some really amazing plays, even though it's not at the professional level. We get to see a lot of people that really have the talent and the ability to be there, but just on a bit of a smaller scale. Indiana Tech's gonna turn it over here to start the second half rather. So Lourdes gonna get some opportunity.
Stover with the three-pointer, wide open on the play in transition.
Yeah, Indiana Tech not doing their best to close out, but that three-point barrage is gonna, the theme of the three-point barrage rather, is gonna stay apparent here in the second half.
Top of the key is Andrews. She looks to dribble into the low post to Hill. Back out to Ivers. 6 on the shot clock. Nice little dish pass from Ivers to Hill. Hill can't finish on the play.
Yeah, had a bit too much speed coming in there. Couldn't quite set her feet for that one.
Top of the key is Liedl now. Step through, pass it over to Pedrova. Back up top to Stover. High post into Carey. Great defensive play there by Hill. I have a foul on the play. Taya Andrews with her first personal, team's first. Checking into the game for the Warriors is going to be 32, Eileen Salisbury. Stover with the ball now for Lourdes. Into the low post to Carey. She looks to drive baseline. Is stopped there by Erica Foy. She's able to recover it though and throws it out to Pedroza. Taya Andrews just tips it out of the bounce for the Warriors. 11 on the shot clock for the Grey Wolves. Liedl top of the key into the low post to Stover. She'll dish that one off the glass and that'll be in for her. Kelsey Ivers in transition. She dribbles baseline. Eileen Salisbury for 3. That shot attempt is no good for her. Possible loose ball foul there on Lourdes is not called. They'll regain possession. Back in for the Warriors, going to be 22, Alexis Hill.
And Indiana Tech starting a little bit slow here in the second half. Lourdes gaining some momentum, chipping down that lead a little bit. Now they sit 13 instead of 18. So
Stover tries to dribble baseline on Hill. Great help side defense there from Foy.
Keeping up that defense that she had in that first half.
Liedl tries to pass it in for a backdoor cut. Taya Andrews with her head on the swivel there does not allow that. Up and under there from Erica Foy is good.
And a nice dish from Andrews gets Foy open under the basket, and then she swings it around and gets a nice soft touch to get that floater to drop.
Erica Foy tries to go for a steal there. Is not able to grab that ball. Carey pulls up for a long jumper. Emma Tumanen on the rebound is fouled by 30 of the Lourdes. Liedl, her first personal, team's first. Checking in for the Grey Wolves is going to be number 20, Leah Goodwin.
Indiana Tech back up by 15 now.
Top of the key with Hill, over to Tumanen. Foy in the corner, she looks to pull up. That three-pointer's gonna be good for her. Tumanen picks up the assist on the play. Right in step there for Foy, doesn't hesitate for the shot at all.
And just showing Indiana Tech's not gonna back away from that three-point arc this half after making all those shots in the first.
Pedroza pulls up for a jumper. That's gonna fall for her as she gets Salisbury off her feet on that one.
Yeah, pretty solid sidestep jumper there. Makes it look pretty easy. And that is not an easy shot to be making.
Tumanen looks to drive and pass into the low post of Foy, is not able to connect, but Taya Andrews picks it up. Nice spin move jumper there from her. Alexis Hill with the offensive board for the second chance points. They swing it to Salisbury. That is good for three. Taya Andrews picks up the assist. Very excited Warrior bench over here. Biggs happy as well with the ball movement for her team.
Yeah, exactly. What coach can't be happy after a play like that? When your team's passing it around, moving it, it's going to set up really open, easy shots.
Liedl creates just a little separation, but just enough to pull off the jumper. Tumanen for three. That doesn't fall for her. Rebound there by Goodwin.
Yeah, see, those are the shots that the coaches are going to be more upset with because there's a lot more time on the clock and options available, and those contested jump shots are never going to be taken lightly.
Tumanen definitely picks it up with that defensive play. Into the low post of Foy. Spins left, goes up, that's off the glass. She will get the and one, muscles through that one.
And a nice play showing why she's one of the best forwards on this team is she puts the defense in the spin cycle down low, and as I mentioned earlier, that is her shot as she loves to go off the glass and put those ones in. So nice, good basket there.
Checking in, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
Checking in for the Grey Wolves, we have number 3 Royals, number 33 Gray, and for the first time of the game, number 10 Logan Ingram. Foy's gonna finish the and one play.
Nice conversion there. Got her team 3 points, and now Indiana Tech up by 20. Biggest lead of the game.
Definitely looking to build off of it. Pick up our defensive game here. Stover in the low post, looks to throw it back out to Ingram. Does not connect. Emma Tumanen picks up the loose ball. She's gonna pull it out so we can set something up here on offense.
And just bad communication there from teammates to throw that away. Easy steal for Tumanen. She just has to run and pick it up in the open court.
Salisbury with the baseline dribble drive and is able to finish on the play. Great recognition from her to not pull up for the shot, but to drive into the basket.
Yeah, and Lourdes head coach obviously not very happy with this start to the second half rather, as Indiana Tech making easy shots and Lourdes really just making a lot of turnovers all over the floor. That is their 11th turnover of the game. And head coach for Lourdes.
A little loud over there on the
Yeah.
sidelines, not super happy.
Yeah, that's John Kanger in his 3rd season, making it very evident to his team that the effort that they're giving right now is not good enough and not solid enough as they're down by 22 here and not showing the fight that they need to get back into this game, as I'm sure that the play that really set them over, tip of the iceberg, was that turnover to no one. So had to vent a little bit there, and let his team hear his frustration. So we'll see if Lourdes maybe responds with more energy and better teamwork here to try and get back into this game. Taya Andrews playing the full court press. Indiana Tech staying hard on that defense. Nice little move to get Hill off her feet, and a little pump fake under the basket gets them an open layup. Tunin with a fake shot
Quick
into the
dish
pass. Yeah. There's going to be a foul on the play from Lourdes.
Foul's going to be on number 11, Stemler. Her first personal, team's third. Erica Foy just laughs that one off. High inbound there to Hill, top of the key. Into the corner to Salisbury. Andrews now close to half court. Hill top of the key, back to Andrews. Into the low post to Foy.
And some miscommunication there, going off a bunch of fingertips. Foy tries to keep it alive, dishing it back out, but Taya Andrews can't quite get there to keep that one inbound. So that's going to be a turnover for Indiana Tech. Just their fourth of the night. Lourdes with 12, so showing why this lead is where it is.
Fortunately for the Warriors, not many of the turnovers they've had has Lourdes capitalized on them.
That's for sure.
In transition, Alexis Hill to Tunin step through floater there, does not fall for her. Biggs is not happy as there's no offense set up there. Broyles for three, in step for the transition, is able to finish on that one. It's a flying Salisbury, comes in just a little too late to close out to the shot.
And that's a good little poke there.
Another turnover there by Indiana Tech. Good hustle by Foy to recover the ball, force a turnover out of Lourdes and pick up the steal.
And that's right after Coach Biggs yelled at the guards to, quote unquote, wake up. So obviously Coach Biggs is never happy. Even when her team is up by 17, she's not satisfied until that W goes up on the board. So
it's definitely why this program has a ton of discipline going into their seasons, and their wins definitely support that claim.
for sure, and you can see it even with the free throws that they take, as Indiana Tech does not, or this women's squad definitely does not miss a lot of free throws, as you know that Biggs makes them work on that over and over and over, as those free points cannot go unjust.
Back into the game for the Warriors going to be 25 Ivers and 20 Beth Worm.
Ooh.
Andrews with a great spin move. Does not finish on the first attempt, picks up her own rebound, does another spin move to finish the play.
And that rebound, she kind of just ripped it out of the hands of the Lourdes defender.
Ooh, we got an air ball there by Gray of Lourdes.
Yeah, it's an ugly shot. And if that continues, you know that Lourdes head coach is going to have a little word with his team again on those timeouts. So
it's a low shot from the knees with no legs behind it. Taya Andrews for three. She's able to finish on it. Beth Worm picks up the assist on the skip pass play.
And that's Taya Andrews' third three-pointer of the night, so really great shot there.
She definitely looks like she's getting back into her stride towards the ending stretch of this season, as she was out for a bit with an injury. Gray of Lourdes going to pick up a traveling violation. Checking back in for Lourdes will be 44 carry and number 22, Addie Conroy, a sophomore out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio.
The score's not right.
Okay, so on our live stats, we don't have the correct score, but for now, we have 1:20 remaining in the third quarter. Indiana Tech is leading 53 to 31. Taya Andrews finishes on the play. Score is now 55-31. About a minute remaining in the third quarter. Carry in the low post for Lourdes. Beth Worm is going to pick up a charge on the play. Great defensive play from her. Tell you what, Beth Worm is always in the correct guarding position to pick up those charges. Foul's going to be on number 44 of Lourdes, Carey, her first personal, team's fifth. Salisbury, top of the key, swings it back to Andrews. Right flank to Tumen, and she looks to drive. Little dish passing to Beth Worm, and she finishes off the glass. Tumen picks up the assist. Great ball movement here by Indiana Tech. Stemler, top of the key for Lourdes, off a high screen from Carey. Back up to Conroy. She looks to drive. Is met by a flying Eileen Salisbury with the block on the play. We're looking to update the score line here for you guys that are following the live stats.
And it looks like it's fixed itself here as we now have the correct score up on the board.
6 on the game clock for the third quarter. Taya Andrews looks to drive, is fouled on the floor. Foul's going to be on number 44, Carey. Her second personal will send Andrews to the line as they are shooting in the double bonus now. Andrews with her first throw attempt. That one just bounces hard on the back of the rim and out. She's looking to convert on the second. Alexis Hill looking to check into the game. Second attempt by Andrews is good. She'll go 1 for 2 from the line, and Hill will check in for her. 4.7 seconds on the game clock. Warriors lead 58-31. They're going to look to pick up full court here. No easy shots to end the quarter.
That one straight on, but it's going to be an air ball. That one's not going to go, as obviously those half-court shots are not easy.
It looked pretty close to me, but then again, I do play soccer. So.
Yeah, Indiana Tech not getting the opportunity to shoot. As we mentioned earlier, they made a buzzer beater at the end of the first and a buzzer beater at the end of the second, so probably a little sad they didn't get to attempt another one there, but Indiana Tech really just running away with this game now. Up by 27 at the end of the third going into the fourth, and in the last couple of quarters just really outscoring. As the first quarter outscored 17-11, second quarter built that lead, outscoring 18-6, and now in this third quarter again building their lead, outscoring 22-14. So
some stat leaders for Indiana Tech is going to be Taya Andrews with 15 points, shooting 6 for 13 from the field. 14 points, Erica Foy, 5 for 12 from the field. 11, Eileen Salisbury, 4 for 7 from the field. 6 points to Kelsey Ivers, who is 2 for 2 in her three-pointer attempts. Emma Tumanen with 3, Hill with 4, and Beth Worm with 4, who's shooting 2 for 3 from the field. So Warriors that have all checked in basically have been just sharing the ball here on offense. Equates to the 27-point lead going into the fourth quarter. For Lourdes, we have Broyles and Stover both with 9, Lidl with 7. Pedroza with 5 and Carey with 1, who is also 0 for 5 from the field.
And you can just see the momentum from each team as Lourdes bench looking heads down and no smiles, and absolute opposite from Indiana Tech as there's smiles all around and being loud, supporting their teammates. So that's a difference here right now.
Top the key with Ivers. Now with Beth Worm. Swings it to Tumanen, 10 on the shot clock. Tumanen looks to pass from the low post to Hill, is unable to do so, turns the ball over for her side.
Some good defense by Lourdes there to clog that passing lane and get the steal, but then Indiana Tech's just going to pick it right back up and get a steal of their own. So
Quick hands there from Alexis Hill. Tip the ball to Ivers. Short corner with Alexis Hill. Back out to Ivers for three. That one does not fall for her. Great shot for her, though.
And I have to say, this is my first time broadcasting where I've ever seen Coach Biggs sitting and not being loud and vocal with her team, as I guess she's very confident with her team's performance through this game and this lead that they've built here in the going into the fourth quarter.
She's got the heels on today. Good game to have heels on it. She's not stomping through the floor. Her team's playing pretty well on their senior day.
Yeah, I guess she was pretty confident coming into it.
Alexis Hill with the baseline drive. Tries to dish it to Tuman and is not able to do so. Lourdes is going to regain possession of the ball. Checking back in will be number 2, Taya Andrews, and number 11, Erica Foy, giving Beth Worm and Kelsey Ivers a quick break in the fourth.
Indiana Tech up by 25 here in the fourth quarter, and I think really the biggest call to that lead is the fact that they've gone 9 for 13 from the three-point line, which is just so impressive.
A backdoor cut there from Stover. Emma Tumanen dives on the play to make sure her teammate is not beaten backdoor on the cut. 18 on the shot clock for Lourdes. Stover into the low post. Dish back out to Ingram. Ingram looks to drive. Have a foul on the play. Looked like a loose ball, as she didn't really have possession dribbling in, but Salisbury is going to pick up her first personal, team's first of the quarter. Ingram will miss her first shot attempt at the line.
And can't be affording to miss these free throws at this point in the game. Need everything they can get, and she's going to miss both, so coach cannot be happy with that performance.
Salisbury is going to pick up the rebound on the play. Hill looks to go the full length of the court. Looks to dish it in to Tuman and Cutting. Quick hands by Lourdes forces the ball out of bounds. They'll have possession of the ball. The Warriors baseline out of bounds. 21 on the shot clock. Taya Andrews on the ball. Lobs it up to Tumanen, top of the key. Swings it to Salisbury, Foy. Tumanen in the short corner to Andrews. She looks to drive. Steps to the side and just nice little tip in off the glass.
Yeah, and a nice soft touch there as she was coming in with some speed and jumping over a defender, but still managed to have a light touch to get that one to fall off the glass.
Gonna say she shifted the ball midair through her right to her left hand.
It's pretty awesome to see something like that. Beautiful move, and that's now going to push Indiana Tech's lead up to 27 as they lead 60-33 here in the fourth quarter.
They're definitely having fun with it now. Tumanen on the ball. Top of the key with Foy. Swings it to Salisbury. Short corner to Hill. Back out to Andrews. She'll take the screen from Hill. Up top to Salisbury. Tumanen wide open for a three-pointer. That one's going to be just long. Hill picks up the rebound, tries to go back up for it, is unable to do so.
Yeah, and she was forced by the shot clock there to move with speed, and that's why it went off the bottom of the rim bottom of the backboard as it did. But
Stover with the baseline drive to put 2 in for her team in the transition play. Andrews looks to drive, shut down by 2 in the low block. Erica Foy with the behind the back.
Ooh, getting shifty.
Tumanen on the ball now, out to Hill. She looks to drive.
I thought she was going to pull up there for a sec.
Salisbury for 3, that one is in step. Eileen Salisbury, man, bailing her team out.
Yeah, and that's her 4th three-pointer of the night, so again, showing why she's doing it all for her team here.
Tell you what, she spent a lot of time in the gym. I used to play against her in high school. She's definitely one of their sharpshooters then, is still a sharpshooter now. Even before her classes, she's in the gym putting in the work, getting those extra reps in. They definitely show in her game. 6:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. 30-second timeout here from Indiana Tech. They still lead at 63-35. Biggs calling the timeout to refocus her team. So did get a little sloppy there towards the end. They're not seeing as many open looks as they were in the previous quarters.
But as you mentioned, they're also getting bailed out on those really nice shots. Salisbury, as I mentioned, 4 for 6 from three-point land. That's really impressive. And
she's a force, man.
Yeah.
Great defense there by Taya Andrews.
And Taya Andrews also having herself a game here. She's shooting 3 for 4 from three-point land and
Great.
7 for 14. So
off the glass and in is going to be number 20, Goodwin for Lourdes. Foy, top of the key with Salisbury, swings it to Tuminen. Ivers top of the key. Foy now with the ball in the corner, looks to shoot for three, is unable to connect on that shot. Liedl with the rebound for Lourdes.
And
nice stop there by Tuminen.
As Danny mentioned earlier, I think Indiana Tech just trying out anything they can now, as they're really, this game is anything but close right now, and Indiana Tech really just killing the clock and padding the stats right now.
Back in for the Grey Wolves is going to be number 25, Stover. I think the timeout call from Biggs was just to refocus her team. Again, on the offensive side, to see more of the open looks, and defensively just to get the stops, as their defense is a little loose currently.
Yeah, a little loose right now, but they've really been super solid throughout this whole game. As we mentioned right from the tip, they were getting all those steals and turnovers. I mean, Tuminen has 4 steals, Andrews has 2, Foy has 2 steals and 2 blocks, Hill has a steal, Worm has a steal, Ivers has a block, and Salisbury has a block. So really just defensive stats all over the board tonight for Indiana Tech.
Emma Tuminen to the line to shoot 2. Broyles is going to pick up her third personal. Tuminen misses her first throw attempt, looking to finish on the second. Cannot do so. Tuminen goes 0 for 2 from the line. Lainey Steckler looks to check into the table to give her a sub at the next dead ball. Stover in the short corner for Lourdes. Backdoor cut attempt there by Pedroza, stopped by Andrews. Again, another great defensive play as she throws her body in the floor to bail out Ivers. Like I said before, Lainey Steckler back in the game for the Warriors, Tuminen to the bench now. 4:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. The lead is 63-37 in the Warriors' favor. Steckler in the corner now. Ivers over to Andrews off the high screen from Foy. Back to Ivers. Steckler left-hand side. 10 on the shot clock for the Warriors. Ivers off the screen from Salisbury, dishes it to Foy in the corner for 3. That one bounces off the rim far.
And Foy trying to prove that forwards can shoot too, but not going so well for her right now.
Back into the game for the Grey Wolves is going to be number 11, Stemler, who will also bring the ball up for them. Stover with the ball now. Step back jumper there for her, does not fall, but they're able to garner the offensive rebound. Stover again with the floater, grabs her own rebound. 3 opportunities on that play there.
That is, but
There's only 3. Ivers looks to drive. Up top now to Steckler. Andrews on the ball at the left flank. Looks for a cutting. Ivers is unable to connect on that play. Jessie Biggs is now up and out of her chair. Tell you what, they got to be a 4-quarter team, not just 3.
Well, I mean, with this lead, they could basically sit on the bench the whole 4th quarter and still come out with the W, but
For sure. This would be a lot closer than we would like.
yeah, that's for sure, and what Biggs would like. I mean, a big part of it as well is just keeping your confidence and showing other teams, other than just Lourdes, that you're going to stay pushing all the way to the end.
I was going to say they got to stay sharp going into the end of the season.
Right, especially after that that crushing loss yesterday to Cornerstone. As we mentioned, they weren't supposed to lose that one, and I'm sure Biggs was not happy with your team after that. So
some substitutions into the game now are going to be 22 Alexis Hill, 3 Emma Tumanen, and 20 Bethany Worm. Looking to just regain some life here on the defensive side for Indiana Tech, and hopefully offensively. As again, Biggs is not super happy with their offensive play currently. Andrews on the ball now. Steckler. Tumanen in the corner. Steckler to Hill. Hill to Andrews. Off the high screen from Hill. Andrews creates her own jumper. That one does not fall for her. Stemler picks up the rebound.
and it's been a pretty ugly quarter from both teams, really, as Indiana Tech only with 5 points and Lourdes with 8 points. So
Lidl with the floater does not fall for her. Hill with the rebound. She's looking to push the pace for the Warriors.
yeah, it's another miss. So
Another missed wide open look.
yeah, had Worm calling for it in the corner, but not going to go to her.
Andrews on the ball now. 8 on the shot clock. Hill top of the key. She's going to look to drive.
Some heads banging on the floor there.
Down for Lourdes now is going to be number 14, Maddie Norton, who collided there with Alexis Hill on the play. She'll pick up a foul as well, as she was moving during the screen.
And Hill, both girls gonna take some contact, but the Lourdes player number 14, Maddie Norton, gonna feel that one a little bit more, as it looks like Alexis Hill just shrugs that off like it's nothing. But
checking in for Lourdes is going to be number 10, Ingram. Also checking in for the Warriors is going to be number 24, Bree Dawson, a freshman out of the Fort Wayne area. Very promising one to watch here. And along with Katie Heron as well.
Maddie Norton now getting a checkup from the trainers here. As we hope there's no possible concussion type play.
Great ball movement there from Indiana Tech. Ivers looks to drive baseline, picks up a foul on the play. Foul's going to be on Ingram. And some more substitutions for Indiana Tech to close out the game. It's going to be number 21, Doris 0 Simpson. And 34, Barton, a freshman out of DeWitt, Michigan.
And these girls don't usually get minutes, so it's nice to see some transition in the lineup when the team is leading as such.
Dawson with the ball, top of the key, now with Barton. Barton swings it back to Dawson off the high screen. She looks to drive. Is blocked there by number 20, Goodwin.
And some good defense there from Lourdes.
Gotta look to set up a play here. 50 seconds on the shot clock, or on the game. Indiana Tech 63, Lourdes 39. Conroy with a long 3 attempt. That's no good. Lourdes able to tip it out for the offensive board. Liedel now for 3. Again, no good. Ingram with the long rebound. Liedel looks to drive. Nice touch off the glass. Javins with the ball now for Indiana Tech. About a second between the shot clock and game clock. Barton looks to drive. Looks like she hits it off of her own knee. 20.5 on the game clock. Stemler with the ball for Lourdes, top of the key.
And Big's not happy with these last couple turnovers here from her bench, so.
Conroy with a long 3, no good. Bree Dawson picks up a stat on the defensive rebound. They're gonna look to just hold it.
And that's gonna do it here for today's game, as this seems like a bit of a statement win for Indiana Tech, as after the crushing loss last time out, they really wanted to impress Coach Biggs and show why they're the best team in this conference and leading all the time.
Some post-game stats. We have Taya Andrews with 18 points, overall leading scorer for the Warriors. 14 with Eileen Salisbury and Foy. 6 for Ivers, 4 for Worm, 4 for Hill as well, and 3 for Tuminen. And on the Lourdes side, leading scorer is going to be Stover with 13, Broyles with 9, along with Liedel, Pedroza with 5, Goodwin with 4, and Carey, their big post player, with only 1 point.
Yeah, so really defense was the name of the game tonight, as Indiana Tech was all over the floor with 4 blocks, 10 steals, and only 11 turnovers to Lourdes 19. So a tough loss for Lourdes here, as Indiana Tech really just made them look like they didn't know what they were doing out there. So a great win for these girls, and Taya Andrews, player of the game, with, as we mentioned, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and only 1 turnover. So a very solid performance there from her. Indiana Tech really just built that lead through the first, second, and third, and as we mentioned earlier, they probably could have not even played that fourth quarter and still would have come out on top. So yeah, nonetheless, it was a great game for Indiana Tech, and as we mentioned, they were just trying to get that statement win after that last tough loss that they had last time out. So now after today's game, with that win, now Indiana Tech's next matchup going to be on Tuesday against Siena Heights University. And after that, that's going to do it for their regular season. Then they're going to move into the WAC tournament and into the national championship after that. So thank you for joining us here on the stream tonight. It was a great game, and the boys men's squad looking to come out next here in about half an hour, and also follow suit of the women's team and try and make Lourdes look silly as the girls did out here today. So I'm your host, Tyler Sinclair, and thanks for joining us.